What is up, guys? Julian's Way here, and today I want to talk about the Olympia 2020. Two guys that I thought were close to each other, and they were close to each other, and it's just that the size game. The whole other guys besides Big Ramy, of course, and the other guys that had some size, maybe to not exactly match him, but maybe to stand next to him in a sense, But Big Ramy was just representing BIG. So Akim Williams, I want to talk about Mr. Sixth place at the Olympia, beating out a lot of guys that had more hype and have expected maybe to do even better. And some people did not had him there because of his conditioning, lack of conditioning in previous shows, and that's an issue with him. So next to him is seventh place Iain Valliere, making. I think he was very happy with that being in the top 10. A lot of guys did not make it to the top 10. All right, so beating out guys like Dexter Jackson and so on. But of course, Dexter is not in his prime. It's a retiring year. So considering that, I think these guys were close to each other, and they both have two different type of physiques, but they both carry a decent amount of mass. All right, so Iain does have some serious mass, and he does have a kind of a unique thing going on, maybe a little bit of a Dorian mixed with his own kind of physique, But I want to do some comparison and see how close they were to each other really. So first of all, let me say I'm now looking at them side by side. I did not look at them. I'm now looking just like you guys. So it's like a first look here. I would give this one here right off the bat, maybe to Akim. I think Iain looked better in his Instagram updates like a lot of other guys, and a lot of things like the body changes overnight and prejudging versus even before prejudging, carbing up, manipulating water sodium. We all know that, but the highlights, I'm not really fan of that. I think that looks better in physique, but I give that one. He looks more conditioned. Even his legs look a little better than Iain, separated. I think Iain wins this. Iain's shoulders pop more, and he has more of the Dorian kind of look, Dorian-esque, whatever they want to call it. But both waistline is very streamlined, but the legs, Akim looks better on the leg portion there. But it's a front lat spread, so I'll give this one to Iain. Side chest, damn, this one is really close, but Iain had a better tie-in, like I said in his previous update, but I give this one to Akim. Akim, even though his chest doesn't look that separated like Iain, but he kind of pulls it a little bit better. I guess this could go either ways, even though Akim's biceps looks even more fuller, and the hamstring and glute tie in there. Here, I don't know, man. Akim looks a little bit bulging with his stomach, and I think Iain did a better job here at controlling his stomach. He looks more aesthetic, how he puts out his arm, and you can see a little bit of his lat flare, his oblique, even though both of their obliques are not that separated, like kind of like how Hadi own looks. And I'll give this one to Iain. I think Iain looks better here, in my opinion. He posted, did it better. Here, I'll give this one to Akim. Even though I say I do not really like how his lats is, I think that's more like for physique, that high lat look. I think that goes better in physique, men's physique. So, yeah, the legs there, Akim legs looks good. Definitely, I think Iain's legs could have been more separated. I've seen that in the past. And his calves, I do not know, man. He needs to bring up those calves a little bit or something. I guess a little bit more chunk of meat on it. Here, back double biceps. Wow. This one here, it's kind of, boy, I do not know. They're both got glutes separated. Even though Akim seems better conditioned. And the back, though, Akim's back, I give this one to Iain. Because, they both have dominant shoulders, the biceps, everything, arms are all full up. But that high lat stuff, I'm just not a fan of it. And his waist, I guess, looks better than Iain, but I'm just not a fan of the high lat. Here, I would give this to Akim. Akim lats is flaring there, and it does look better here. It looks like it almost is way down to his waistline, and it's not it doesn't look like it starts like high. It looks a bit lower here, how we pose it. So I'll give this one here to Akim. And of course, like I said, his hamstrings and gluteus is a little bit sharper than Iain. So yeah, definitely even his back is a little bit more dense there. And last but not least, most muscular. This one here, I would give this one here to Iain. I think Iain, this is his power, one of his best pose, man. I just like how he looks there. His shoulders and chest, everything just pops here. The fullness there in the lower pec versus Akim, even though Akim does look powerful in the legs, and both streamlined guys, but I give this one to Iain. Alright, so going over back the poses, like who won, this one here, like I said, I give this one to Akim. Akim looks more better, his lats flaring, even though I did said I'm not a fan of that. So it's one to Akim, this one I give it to Iain. Front lat spread, side chest, I linger on this one, and I kind of said it could have gone either ways, but I did give Akim the benefit of the doubt, saying that, you know, his chest looks a bit more full, and his hamstrings and all that, the presentation, he looks better. So this one was down to Akim, so that's 2-1. This one here, I give this one to Iain, so that's 2-2 here. I give this one to Akim, so Akim 3-2. Here I give this one to Iain, so it's 3-3, and here it's Akim. So Akim would win if you do not include most muscular. If you include most muscular, well then it will be like a tie in my opinion, even though I'll still give it up to Akim. So I think the judges did make a good call because he was more sharper than Iain at that point, and a little bit more rounder, at least just a little bit more muscle pop and a little bit more roundness, but Iain is like right there. So that's my opinion, guys. If you made it this far and you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also remember to please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell button for notifications. Until my next video, guys, peace, take care, and stay safe.